와 여기 좀 무서운데? 뭐고? 홈즈 어디 갔어? 나 이런 거 너무 싫어. 미친 과학자들.
I cannot wait to see her.
My daughter receives the finest treatment money can buy. No visitors are allowed through here. Professor's orders.
설마 그 영화랑 비슷한 거 아니야? 세계관? 옛날에 장어 나오는 그
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson.
으아,
I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
영화 있거든요.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received
그 영화
a letter
여러분들
on the
보면
matter.
충격 먹을걸요.
Would it be to
18.
see Professor Gygax?
넷플릭스에서
The asylum's facilities, actually. I've heard great things about the work you do here.
Permission to go anywhere would have to come from Professor Gygax. Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson. The
으아.
girl has made remarkable
넷플릭스에서
progress.
나온 영화거든.
See? Take a look.
물로 치료하는 이제
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
요양원이
Do
있는데
not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly
사람
stops
몸에다가
here.
막 장어 집어넣고
Yet the
기름 빼는
satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten Day. Yes, hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him.
영마미님 반갑습니다.
Right. Yes. I was surprised because that man is a celebrity. Yes, that's it. Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to
wish
get
to
the truth,
recuperate,
the
Dr.
more
Watson,
lives
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in
야 도망가야 되는 거 아니야? 야, 몸에 이상한 거 노는 거 아니냐? 좋댔다.
Now, let's not resort to
Oh.
brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more...
아 나 이런 거 존나 싫어. 아 안돼.
Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. We need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
으아 좋댔어.
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
야 내가 아무리 그래도 명색이 셜록 홈즈인데 이 새끼는 동급이라고? 씨발. 1 2 2431 2431 2 4 3 1 존나 인생 편하게 사.
Truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
대기실 느낌 존나 간지나고요. 좋됐다. 진찰실? 미쳤냐? 여기가 진찰실이게. 근데 여러분들 이해 좀 부탁드립니다. 제가 이제 궁금하기 때문에 이제 이것저것 다 꼼꼼하게 확인하면서.
free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very
뭐거든요.
same people.
You are.
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me, the goal, the impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak? I am the great Napoleon.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
I command you to let me out!
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
제정신이 아니군요.
Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
이렇게 생긴 옛날 주사기들 보면 존나 간지나지 않아요? 블랙 에델바이스 벽 속에 네 번째 작은 개구리?
It sounds sinister, even for a place like this. Wonder if there are more frogs in the pond. Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment. The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp.
이런 거 여러분들 먹으면 정신 바꿔요, 여러분들.
Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication.
이걸 진짜 먹인다고?
What was that? Is someone there?
A관. 어, 1 3 2 1 3 2 4 5 1 3 2 4 5 아, 조금 더 너무 높게 했나?
simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything. A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken. Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. A painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted. R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here. John Sallow, the Tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already.
미쳤어. 잠깐만요. 존나 골 때리네. 얘네들 찾아야 되는데, 근데 얘네들 살려주는 건가? 모르겠어 사실.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
금속 관은 어디다 쓰는 거고?
I can make out the names listed here. This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter? Looks like it's still operational.
사무실 갈빌레 루지 돈 들어. 펠리시아 형.
My comrades in Paris shall hear about this.
얘 나가면 들키는 거 아니야?
This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself, build up a tolerance. I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again. There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax. Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed. Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Don't you look down on me. Open the door.
일스. 얘네들은 그냥 못 열어주나 보네.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed. sure I heard something.
아까 그 박스 어디 있었지? 아, 박스 여기 있었지. 맞다. 아씨, 여기 있지 않아?
This should suffice.
제조를 안 해도 그냥 쓸 수 있어. 만능이요.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
아닌가?
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention, at least from a distance. This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London. Manufactured and packaged here.
야, 얘네들은 근데 뭔 짓도 하는 애들인데 여기서 조사해봤자 의미가 있어?
From your skull with my fingernails.
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda. Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I
said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me. They took you away, and I'll never forgive them.
로켓 배송이 반갑습니다. 야, 여기서부터 너무 어려운데? 와, 골 아프다. 사진 찍어야 되겠어. 세탁실.
The garments of several dozen people at least. Fabric burnt in the furnace. A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa. So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on
Oh.
a haunted doll watch. Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional. The killer was strong enough and the bathtub deep enough to drown poor Lucy.
내가 저쪽으로 들어왔었죠. 찾을 게 너무 많아갖고 난리도 아님. 여기서 너무 어려운데 이제. 조지아. 조지아로 휘갈겠어.
So this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless. An Orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps. This stretcher was disinfected frequently. These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look.
으아.
Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell. I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous. This is the same design as the one from London. This trip was prolonged and perilous. A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident. Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out. The doors can be opened for deliveries. The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel. The carriages were backed through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you? Shh. It's all right now. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't you think?
Tell me all you know about those funny-talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time. Too bad. He was nice.
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was all right.
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted. Scratches. Something has been moved through here. This seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door. truncheon. Not the typical tool for a nurse.
와 존나 어렵네. 없는데? 아. 식기용 운반기까지 가봐야 되는데.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Hell's door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her! Look! She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
됐다. 버튼 2개 실 접착제를 얻으라고? 어디까지 또 다시 가야 되는 거야? 못은 없는데.
You're going to be good as new.
The killer swapped Timothy's pills for cyanide. The faint almond scent is unmistakable.
자루와 같이 누웠다고? 진태씨 주변에
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway. The killer was limping, but Abigail couldn't escape.
대기실 진찰실 A관 약조제실 대기실
Petter gouged at the wall, fighting for his life. Odds are he left scars on the killer, too.
벽 구멍
stay with me, Heidi. I can't lose you again.
The murderer used his left hand to kill Hannah with a brick. Well, it's clear that it was a multiple murderer. I'll send the profile to the police after we finish here.
I know it hurts, but please just hold on.
야, 못을 어디서 구하냐? 구할 데가 없는데. 아씨, 구할 데가 없어요. 여기 있는 못들도 안 갖고 가잖아. 이렇게 못이 많은데 하나도 안 갖고 가.
An orthodox reliquary commonly...
They haven't yet made a bullet that can hit me.
와, 드디어. 근데 내가 여기서 기절시킨 애는 어떻게 된 거야? 하이디 인형 어디 간 거야? 야, 하이디! 새끼 또 어디 간 거야? 이리 와봐요.
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
You bore us. Look it up.
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
You bore us. Look it up.
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity.
야, 니가 짜증나게 하잖아. 그래,
I
에델바이스
found
조선.
Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
여기서
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood in bits.
You could, but then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
But you said...
And now I say tell him!
The professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when new people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
어? 존나 그냥 대충 때려 맞춰야 되네. 나는 저기 식기 머시갱이 쓰는 데서 가는 줄 알았거든. 어이가 없네. 안 그럼? 너무 충격적이고요. 얘가 친구였어. 나폴레옹 어딨노? 이거 글로 써갖고 해야 되겠다 이제. 야 너무 길어갖고 안 되겠어요. 6개죠? 6개인데 세 번째가 1이에요. 그 다음에 5번째가 2. 아 존나 비슷한데 첫 번째가 3. 사가 2개. 그리고 끝에가 5예요. 그러면은 하나 둘 셋, 하나 둘 셋 넷, 하나 둘 셋 넷, 하나 둘 셋 넷, 5. 너무 세게 열었다.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
미친놈.
Psst. Watson. Over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient. Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes? Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed. Did a child make these?
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave. Already, Doctor?
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
Looks dusty but functional.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs.
I'm struggling to remember something.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
I don't want to card block me tonight.
I want them to fly.
Miss?
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it?
A visitor? No, you shouldn't have come here.
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. Sad that they're caged here.
Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Why not?
제정신이 아니구만 미친놈들.
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson.
I can't just leave Holmes here alone.
홈즈 두고 런 때리면 안 돼.
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these.
존나 무서워.
Good lord, that's a lot of records.
뇌에 구멍 뚫는 건가? 아, 나 이런 거 너무 무서워요. 으아. 봐, 역시나 미친 새끼들. 봤음? 역시나 구멍이었어. 그럼 그렇지. 왜 안 나오나 했다. 진짜 인류 역사상 최악의 수술이잖아요. 미친놈들이. 안 그럼? 갑시다.
We've read.
어? 왜 아무것도 안 맞지? 경비원을 뭐 싫어하는 환자야. 아, 아직 알고리즘이 아예 안 생기네.
They have visitors here. I wonder how Edelweiss compares to your clinics in England.
One of the patients there whispers to me all the time. Tells me such horrible things.
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months.
Get out while you can.
You're mean. That's rude. And I'm not. You're lying.
Did you see my son? He's such a sweet boy.
No one is allowed in or out. Professor Gygax's orders.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, Doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right, you don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we were.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, Doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
제정신이 아니야.
Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
Excuse me, who are you?
와.
I don't know why I keep doing this, expecting something different. Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson. And you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, I bitterly regret that I let my beautiful alpine flower fall under your influence. I see now that you never deserved to sit as the director of the Black Edelweiss. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come. You really are a strange person. Have you ever been mentally examined?
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
Nothing special about this.
근데 저렇게 뇌 수술을 해버리면 다시 회복 못하는데 어떡함? 저 사람은 평생 저러고 살아야 돼?
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after. Close, but I don't think this is the key. This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
엔진 봐. 방금 뛰어가는 거 봤음? 존나 어정쩡해. 나 오랑우탄 뛰어가는 줄 알았어.
It's sealed tight. I can't exit the same way.
Oh shit.
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old.
여기서 수업 듣다가는 몸이 남아나질 않겠구만. 와우. 다카니 여기서 수업 한번 들어볼래요?
The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Oh shit. 화끈하구만.
The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps. A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
근데 이런 게임 하면 내가 무서운 게 먼저 굳이 이런 걸 모아서 봐야 될까? 집에 먼저 가야 되지 않을까? 물론 사건을 해결하는 건 좋지. 그렇지만 이건 에반인 것 같아요. 굳이 해결하지 않아도 다른 애들이 알아서 해줄 거야. 오 쉣. 그 고위 국회의원들이나 그 사람들도 그거 했었잖아요. 뇌수술 했었잖아요. 그 미국에서 했었었는데 그게 뭐였었지?
Looks as if it's been recently used.
듣잖아요. 아. 맞아. 전두엽 절제술. 슈발 희대의 미친지. 와 슈발. 그러니까 인간의 폭력성을 없앤다고 그 전두엽을 이제 절제하는 이제 그 수술을 했었잖아요. 18. 영화도 있잖아. 그냥 바로 멍텅구리 된다는데. 그거 한번 화끈하게 받으면. 너무 무섭고. 씨발. 대체 어떤 수술이길래 한번 받으면 좋아서 정신을 못 차린다는데.
Dynamo machine provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair.
근데 그거 수술하는 것도 존나 괴랄하지 않음? 그 뇌 아래에다가 구멍 뚫어갖고 와. 그러니까 그 뭐라 해야 되지? 눈에서 위로 쓱 올라가잖아요.
A very professional brain
와,
dissection.
씨파 미쳤습니다. 야, 근데 이번 작품이 존나 흥미롭다. 안 그럼? 존나 신박한데.
Oh, the smell.
Oh shit.
Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment. Dear God, is that body parts? Utterly inhuman.
Oh shit. 토요 미스테리 극장에서 어떤 거요? 이야 씨파 미쳤습니다.
Get out of my head!
Your mind festers, devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one that trembled.
Lord.
Left your surrender your soul and become a servant of madness.
Please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken and let the
Awaken and...
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
다카님도 한 받읍시다. 다카님 갑시다 빨리. 다카님도 수술 받읍시다. 야 이거 아웃라스트 같지 않아?
Hydraulic elevator. How ingenious.
아 미쳤다.
Watson?
Holmes,
What are you still doing here?
still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
됐다. 조졌음. 야 이거 그건데? 걔가 한 건데?
Heidi, how did it end up here? The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death. No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat. The patients here wear the same robes.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next. We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste. There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
Hmm?
You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits. What dangers lurk in the darkness?
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
아 맞아 그거 아까 저거 장어 그거 보니까 그거 생각났음. 더 큐어라는 영화. 와 존나 그거 완전 무서운 영화 아니거든요. 존나 기분 나쁨. 존나 기분 나쁘고 불쾌한 영화 하나 있어요. 더 큐어라고. 갑자기 생각났네.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why don't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage! Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident. It's fine, it's fine. I'll just put everything back. Where are the socks?
Ah, not an auspicious start, is it? Never mind. I'll handle it. You go on ahead.
약간 저 그 수술을 받으면 어떤 느낌이냐면 그 수술 받은 사람들 보면은 뭐라 해야 되지? 그 여러분들 개미 있죠? 조그만한 개미 잡아갖고 딱밤 존나 세게 탕 때리면은 약간 뭐라 해야 되지? 개미가 어정쩡하게 걸어다니잖아요. 그거 보는 느낌? 존나 충격적이야. 야 근데 이거 막 어정쩡하게 발발발발발발 기어다니잖아요. 그거 보는 기분이야. 나는 벌이랑 사마귀는 아직 안 해봤어.
Help me, please.
I'll help you, sir. You have my full attention.
Got a spot in mind?
Actually, I'm not sure yet. people missing here, too. Black opals being auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray. Our ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then.
원래 이거 주먹으로 싸우는 거 있었었는데 그거 사라졌네. 주먹으로 막 싸우고 총 쏘고 난리도 아니었었는데 그거 없어졌네. 그게 존나 웃음벨이었어. 그게 사라졌구만. 와 근데 이거는 찾다가 볼일 다 보니까 이거 좀 끝에만 살짝 찍먹하고 싶은데 그걸 못하잖아 이거는. 일단 경매장 그레이은행부터 일단 가볼까? 아 근데 이거 전에 게임도 존나 오래전에 했었네. 그것도 진짜 재밌게 했었었는데 근데 그 게임 너무 어려웠어. 그 게임은 그 총으로 싸우는 게 존나 어려웠었어. 클리어 코드. 차이나타운인가?
Help me, please.
I don't wish to be rude, but I don't have a clue about this.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
신킨시티는 솔직히 어이가 없었어. 인정? 술집. 얘 마구간 아니야? 마켓. 여기가 은행이겠지? 저희가 은행인가? 은행은 진짜 나 은행이요처럼 생겼는데 역전이고. 항구. 극장인가? 저기는 기차 타는 역.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
총 존나 잘 쏴 보이는데. 근시?
You have me mistaken, sir. My name...
If you ain't Frank Barnaby, you ain't coming in.
Listen, the fate of many lives is at stake.
I'm sure it is.
So, not going to let me in, then?
No name, no invitation, no entry. Move along, mister. Ain't nothing here for you.
Holmes, over here.
Closed auction, gems sold. Invitation. Closed auction, gems sold.
Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type. Excuse me, just one question.
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
May I ask for your assistance?
I thought no one would ever ask.
How marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed. Those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself.
딱 봐도 얘 같지 않아?
Locked. No one's here. Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better.
Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn, he at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Help me, please.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
This place has a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way. Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open. Look, Watson, the two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
Eureka!
What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
아 근데 너무 재밌어갖고 나 이제 밥 먹을라 했거든. 와 존나 꿀잼으로 하고 있지. 근데 아까 그 존나 짜증나는 구간 하나 있었어요. 아 그 구간은 좀 에바네. 근데 이게 공포 게임인가? 이번 게 공포 게임이에요? 근데 생각해 보니까 추리? 그냥 공포는 아닌 것 같아. 내가 볼 때 이 정도 수준이면 공포는 아님. 인정? 공포 게임 아니라고? 공포 게임? 공포 게임이다. 공포 게임 아니다. 호러? 공포라고 나오네.
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar? Where's the money, Barnaby?
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
야, 이게 2006년도에 나왔던 거라는데?
Heavens, I never saw you gem so big.
I simply must have them.
Do you know anything about this?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
지가 여기 들어와 놓고 모른다 해버리네. 40캐럿? 미쳤다.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
Forgive my curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
It doesn't say where these stones came from. No provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
Of course I know you, Sheriff.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the... Good.
Fines? Right. I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get off. Now, assault...
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think careful now, because Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think... And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
와, 좆될 뻔했어. 오늘 여기까지 할까요? 나 몇 시부터 방송했었죠? 나 한 8시간 했나? 야, 근데 오늘 존나 집중해서 했어. 인정? 5시 9시간 정도 했네. 아, 재밌어요 여러분들. 존나 재밌게 했습니다. 아니야, 피곤한 게 아니라 밥 먹어야 될 것 같아요. 내일 만나요. 밥 먹어야 돼. 밥 먹어야 돼. 밥 먹어야 돼 이제.